Hello Aries, welcome to Aries Moon Arcana. I am Kaya and this is going to be your love reading from today through August 6th. So that's how I'm doing things nowadays. If you're returning, I have a new schedule which you can find below. I'm just doing weekly readings now, and once a month I do a love focused one, and welcome to that one. So we're gonna get into the specifics of any love sort of stuff. If you're single, if you're with somebody, you know, it doesn't really matter either way. Hopefully you can glean some insight. So let's get right into it. I pulled an oracle message. I have a new deck that we're working with, which is very exciting. It's gorgeous. It's the Fountain Tarot. I absolutely love this deck. We've got the Three of Coins reversed is what I pulled for the oracle message surrounding the reading. So I'm just kind of getting the sense of maybe some challenging communication over the next month or so within the context of a relationship. Maybe you're just having a hard time meeting people. Perhaps it has to do with online communications and stuff. If anything says communication, I think Mercury, and Mercury also rules over you know, internet and stuff like that. So maybe you're having a tough time just reaching out to people or meeting up with people, not having a lot of success, or you're having a tough time kind of communicating or seeing eye to eye and collaborating well with somebody that you're involved with. So if that sounds correct to you, stick around because we're gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna take you down here, and the first thing I always do is cleanse, baby, cleanse. Making a mess all the while, every damn time. All right, so we're going to clear the air here. You wanna get all the other energies out. So it's all about you, Aries. Just the way you like it. I can say that because I'm an Aries moon, so I can attest to all that. All right, so we're gonna leave these for the end, the beauteous fountain cards, and then we're gonna start with our golden universal deck. All right, Aries, what is going on with you guys in love? So specifically talking about relationships here. Three of Coins reversed, so maybe a little bit of challenge with that, or maybe that's something that your energy is focused on currently, is communicating or maybe learning how to communicate better. We'll see. I'm not sure. I don't want to just talk out of my ass. I want to make sure we actually are getting somewhere, so let's just do it and see what happens. Let's just do it. All right. Seven of Swords reversed, Eight of Swords reversed, the Magician, and Six of Wands. So yeah, I'm seeing kind of a challenge with communication, but there being a victory. So I think it's maybe a little bit more focused on the improvement of those issues perhaps. And I see that being very successful, because whenever the Magician shows up, in terms of things needing to be improved, you can bet your ass that motherfucker is gonna improve it, because he's good at that shit. Seven of Swords reversed and Eight of Swords reversed. I'm just feeling like if there's a specific person that you're working with or dealing with and you're already in a relationship, I'm seeing this like there's been some betrayal or some hurt in the past. It could be either one of you. I'm not seeing a specific it happening to you necessarily. But it could, you know, you could have been the one betraying as well. Maybe both of y'all were fucking around on each other. Or maybe if you're single, you know that that's a part of your past that's really, it's really like kept you from opening up to new relationships, and maybe now's the time where you're starting to feel like you're opening up to it, because we see victory over those issues. They feel like they're in the past. They're certainly had been done already. So I don't want you to be like, oh my God, my love reading this month says betrayal is in my future. It's not in the future. This is specifically to the Aries folk that know what that feels like and have already experienced the betrayal part, and they have had to break free from ignoring it. Maybe it's time for you to stop ignoring red flags. That's a big one. Or you're like, you know what? I've learned that I'm done ignoring red flags, and so I want to set out and test the waters with that. So maybe it's like you've been going through some healing, maybe in therapy or something like that, and you're just learning to kind of really be honest with yourself and not avoid things, and when you recognize a red flag, being like, I'm fucking out of here. I can see where this is headed and I don't like that shit at all. So really like being honest with yourself because you don't want that to happen again. It's over, it's done with, the healing has happened, but so now you're at the point where you're like, I think I'm ready to bring my new information out into the world. And this could be if you're in a relationship with someone that like, you know, like I said, somebody stepped out on somebody. I think maybe you're at the point where you're trying to reconcile and forgive and forget and just move on. Either way, whether you're the single ones or the involved ones, I see total success with this because we get the Magician and then we get the Victory card all together. And that's a really wonderful thing. So you're taking all the information that you've learned, that you know now because of just having experienced your life, and you're really putting it to good use. And also Six of Wands indicates popularity, like being seen by the public. So I'm seeing some success. Like I was saying, if you're having trouble dating online, I'm seeing that turning a corner. So that's awesome. I'm seeing good things from this. So yeah, really working on the communication skills, because you know, if you're with somebody that's betrayed you or you've betrayed somebody else, the only way you're going to get past it is by communicating well and collaborating and both deciding that you want to get past it together. Or if you're single and something like that has happened to you in the past and you were worried that was going to repeat itself, I see you learning about that communication and how to really express that in a healthy way. I just want you to look at how beautiful that is again. Oh my God, I love this dick. I said deck. I didn't say dick. I swear to God. But yeah, so this is like, I just see it as learning the ropes of the communication and improving that. So let's get some clarity on the first two cards, which are like the betrayal cards, the cards that there have been some issues that you are no longer ignoring. So let's get some clarity there. I want to know, what is the deal? What's the story behind the betrayal, ignoring red flags, knowing that shady things were going on and not really being able to articulate it or accept it, or just move away from things and just step away and being like, you know what, you're a cocksucker, I'm fucking out of here. So I want to know more of this story. Strength, Four of Cups reversed, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Page of Wands, Queen of Swords. So yeah, I'm feeling like these three especially, there's a lot of like recognizing. Now I know that Aries always is like, I'm very honest, I'm very open, but sometimes when it comes to love, man, you don't even know. Sometimes it'll totally fuck you up and it'll make you way more meek and quiet than you're used to being or that you think you normally are. And I see some sort of like struggle with this in the past with this betrayal. You kind of like sat on it and you weren't really like, you didn't speak up I'm just seeing like the ability where you were like feeling like you were being strong by holding it in and not overreacting, because I know you have a tendency to do that. So maybe you felt like you were improving by not overreacting. But then I think you came to the conclusion that you were like, you know what? I want a better life than this anyway. Like, I want a better life. I don't want to be in a relationship where I feel like I have to just sit on information if I'm feeling upset. That's not a relationship that Aries would essentially be very comfortable in typically. I think Aries really like to express themselves. I have an Aries moon. I know all about it. They need to be able to express themselves in order to feel safe and loved and comfortable and accepted through all of their expressions. So I'm just seeing kind of this revelation, like a realization through trial and error of relationships and stuff, where you know now what you want. And so it may be with the same person that you're recognizing those things and working those things out because you want a better life and you want to build a real stable, solid life with somebody, or you're recognizing that that's what you want, so you can't ignore red flags anymore because you're maturing. You're really recognizing, I want the best life possible, and I'm not going to get that if I'm fucking around with these assholes, because that is just true. I feel like the avoidance part, you're really breaking free from that. It was really bad for you for a while. I'm seeing a real issue with avoiding being honest with yourself. A little bit of like not taking responsibility for yourself, not being honest with yourself, and not like almost like being a little lazy emotionally, like you just didn't want to have to make any changes in your life, so you were willing to ignore whatever betrayal was going on, and it really fucked you up and stifled you and started to make you feel really cold and very like closed off from things and not excited. None of your ideas were getting off the ground. I'm just feeling like it really holding on to that information was really not healthy for you. And so I think, I think that's done, that cycle for you. I think that you've really recognized what you want in the future. And I think that you know now that like by behaving certain ways, you'll perpetuate that and enable that behavior to come into your life. And you're like, you know what? I'm in control here. I'm in control of this situation. I can make the goddamn choice to stay, go, choose different partners, better partners to really like improve my life for the future. I think you're really like recognizing that you are in the driver's seat and you are in control of that stuff, and you don't have to sit on your feelings when you're with the right person, as I do think that that is true, universally speaking. So whether you're in a relationship now and you want to strengthen that communication, or you're single and you're looking for a relationship, that sort of communication, like with yourself almost, and being able to really express that outwards is going to be essential for getting to the kind of like the conclusion that you want, or like the life that you are hoping for. That big, beautiful, like home life where, everybody's happy, everybody's comfortable and stable. And if betrayal is happening all over the place, nothing will be stable. It's impossible. So you really want something that's stable. And I see this learning and being able to communicate with yourself, even like this, this is speaking to me in a couple different ways. It's communication with other people, but now it's also showing me that it's communicating with yourself and being honest with yourself. That's highly important for you. And I'm seeing like, since this is for the month of July into August 6th, I'm seeing that that's the time that's ripe for it. It doesn't mean it's gonna happen. It doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. That's not how tarot works, regardless of what other people say. It's just saying those are the energies that are supported right now if you're willing to put the work in and really focus on that. So that being said, I think that's a really good thing that you've already realized, right? Like I'm seeing this, or maybe you're in the midst of recognizing it now, but all the actions have happened in the past, and now you're just like figuring out how to navigate that, or you have figured it out, and now you're kind of ready and willing to put your new information and your new communication skills into action. And so you're either going to be improving relationships that you have currently, or communicating within those to find out and discover if you are actually, truly, deeply, genuinely on the same page with somebody else, or if you've just been hoping to yourself that they would change their mind about their future, or that you would change they're hoping you would change your mind. You're really going to be having some conversations where the truth is coming out. The real reality of what people want, of what you want, because now I feel like you're really discovering what you want. Whether that is a stable home life or not, I think for most of you it is, but sometimes people don't want that. Sometimes people come to the revelation that they just want to be alone and they don't want to fucking deal with all the muss and fuss of other people. So they want to go off and live in a hut and just go fly fishing all the time, and they don't want the hassle of another person. But either way, you're realizing what it is that you want, and other people, because you're getting to that point, other people will be getting to that point too, because they'll see that, oh my god, it's time. It's like shit or get off the pot time. It's time to really figure out what I want, have those conversations even if they're tough, and communicate and be on the same page. And so either way, you're gonna get what you want out of that, and that's where we come to the Magician and the Six of Wands, which is fantastic, Aries. I love when Aries get what they want, because they love when they get what they want more than anything on the planet. So cross watchers, be advised, Aries like to win. They like to get what they want, and they don't like to have to fucking fight too hard or wait too long. They really just like to have it. And Aries, my friends, it's coming. You're gonna get it. So either you're sticking around with somebody, or you're leaving somebody, or you're finding a new person. Either way, all of it is in your best interest, because now you actually know what that means to yourself, and that's the essential part. So we're gonna get some clarity here. We get the King of Swords, Knight of Cups reversed, and then the Eight of Pentacles reversed. We get the Four of Wands, the King of Pentacles reversed, High Priestess reversed. So I'm feeling like I said, you're really clear cut, King of Swords. You're really clear on what it is that you want and what you're wanting. And I think you're even willing to give up a little bit of the romance in your life. If you know that that's like, maybe romance for you has been a bit of a chore. You know, maybe you've been choosing people that are really romantic and it overwhelms you and makes you feel inadequate because you don't know how to live up to that standard. Or you're just seeing that it's not really a priority for your future as much as you thought it was. You're now valuing like more of like stability. So if it's not going to be like a whirlwind romance, you're not going to really look at relationships like that so much anymore because, like I said, you're maturing. I'm not saying that you're losing it completely. You still have the Knight of Cups in reverse. It doesn't mean that it's gone and out of the picture. There's still romance in your life, but I'm just saying you're not putting so much weight on it anymore. It's become very clear that that's a lot of work for you, and you're kind of like, I don't want to have to put all that work in. I have other things that I need to be focusing on. And so you're really kind of like conjuring up and manifesting the right kind of person for you, and something that's a lot more stable and maybe not as like runaway romance as you are used to or you like things to be. Because Aries, you know, you do that. You get real fucking worked up and real excited about somebody, and then like, you know, 2 months in, you're like, the novelty's worn off, I'm out of here. So you kind of know that that's unstable and unsustainable to begin with. So I think you're recognizing stability is becoming a lot more important to you. It's kind of coming into clear focus for you. And really your challenge right now, because like I said, this is not upright. You know, your 3 of Coins is not upright. It's still reversed. There's still some work to be done here. There is success, but you can't just have success just because you came to a revelation about something. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Trust me, that pissed me off in therapy many times. I was like, but I figured it out. Doesn't that mean that I win? But it doesn't. You have to actually put some work in. So your future, you know, it's there. I think that, like I said, I think most of you do want a stable home life. You want the party mansion, you know, like you want the house that all your friends come to and you guys get down and fucking hang out, and then you have everybody crashing in different bedrooms and you get to wake up in the morning and like, you know, keep drinking or go out to breakfast, whatever you want to do. But yeah, I think you really want like a stable home life, and I think that you're like, I want the person that I can do that with, like the person in my life, my partner, to build these things with, and that's something that's becoming important to you. But you got to work on your finances, which is going to take a little while. You got to stop being so stupid about money. I mean, that's just true for everybody. You know, get really with it, and you got to really listen to yourself. Like I said, this communication here that's like improving but not perfect. It has a lot to do with your intuition, because if you, like I said a long time ago, if you're seeing red flags and you're ignoring them, you're ignoring your High Priestess intuition. You're ignoring it. There's no way around it. So basically, I'm feeling like, yeah, you got to put some work into, like, if you really want this life and that's something that you really want, you're going to have to put the work into it, because your focus is shifting less on, like, from the romance aspect to the reality aspect of things. And so you feel like if you have a stable life or a stable partner, you're not going to need to focus so much on all the romance, because you're good, because things are good. So you're just being able to shift all that energy and that hard work, because, you know, your 8 of Pentacles reversed here next to this Knight of Cups reversed here. I feel like you're shifting your energy from the romance to the future, and you're taking that hard work and that laser focus, and you're not putting it on the romance anymore. You're putting it into the future. You're putting it into the stability, and you're making it happen. Magician. I mean, you're making it happen. You're literally making dreams come true. That's what I always see when I see the Magician, is somebody that has an idea and then gathers the resources and actualizes that idea, literally making a dream come true. That's the definition of it. So you're having this dream, but what you're going to need to do to make that come true is gather your energy. You're going to take that focus from where you were focused on romance, and you're going to focus on your own future, whether you're with someone or not. You're going to focus on making that money, hey, or saving that money, whatever it takes. It's going to take money if you want a party mansion. I mean, come on. And you're going to need to get right with yourself about choosing the right people or keeping the right people around. So you have to make sure that you're really with it. And I see this developing over time. It's not going to happen overnight. Sadly, I know you hate that. Trust me, I get it. But yeah, I'm seeing some developments happening for you. Psychological developments, my absolute favorite kind. And I think it's a really beautiful thing, and I get it. Like, I get where you're coming from. You know, like, I can see why it feels like a challenge. But like I'm telling you, the less energy you spend focused on that Knight of Cups, like not being around or romance missing or, you know, having to put so much romance into something, the less you're focused on romance, whether it's that you love it or that you despise it, either way, the energy that you're expending there could be used and put to better use, because you're not going to find a stable partner unless you're stable too, right? Because a stable partner will take one look at an unstable person and be like, you ain't the one. You're not the one I'm going to build a life with. So you have to also develop those skills and become that person that you're seeking. You know, you have to become your knight in shining armor, really, your Knight of Cups. You have to kind of become that for yourself. So you need to focus on what your future is and what you want. Because then you're going to just be on the right path, and you're going to be attracting the right energies and finding the right situation. So I think that that's, you know, that's what that is. That's what that's all about. So let's get some finalizing cards with our new fountain deck. La, 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 la. Just some outcome cards, or maybe some energies that we missed, any messages we missed. 3 of Coins is our main vibe. We get the Queen of Swords and the 10 of Swords. And I'm going to pull one more. And then the Star. So yeah, you really don't want to deal with the betrayal stuff anymore. You're really clear about that. Like, you're really aware. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. It's insane. You know, the Queen of Swords knows what's up. She looks at the cold hard facts. She leaves emotions out of it. She's like, that sucked before. That was really extremely painful. My God, that card is so beautiful. How can something so desolate and sad be so gorgeous? Oh, I'm a Scorpio. I fucking love that shit. Anyway, you know, you're like, I can't go through that again. I need to be really, like, honest with myself here. Like I said, it's all about gaining communication with yourself. Queen of Swords energy. I want you to that's your homework, Aries, is you gotta vibe in and focus in and meditate on the Queen of Swords energy. She is no bullshit. She looks at the cold hard facts and she makes decisions based on that. She's not very emotional. She doesn't make emotional decisions. So if you can really harness that, you can tell yourself what you need and cut everybody out of your life that's not, you know, gonna get you there. Because then you end on the Star card. That's your final card. Your wishes will be coming true. You just have to you have to really understand that you're fucking done with this pain. You're done with the betrayal. You're done focusing so much energy on it and focusing so much on the romantic aspect. And you're really like, I have a life that I want to build, and your wish fulfillment is coming through. Like, you're feeling almost like it's like faded, like you're like, it's like synchronicities start to trickle in when you're not focusing on that stuff anymore. You're really just starting to, like, I don't know, like, feel the universe guiding you almost. So I think that's where you're at for this month, is that you're feeling the universe guiding you towards what you really truly want. And your awareness of that is the first step, and then the next step is to Queen of Swords that shit. And not in the reversal like we saw back here, right? You don't want the reversal because she's just a bitch. I mean, I'm sorry, but, like, she's just a right bitch. She's not, like, she doesn't give a fuck. She comes across so callous and cruel. And you're like, I don't need to be callous or cruel. I just need to be clear on what I want and then get rid of the things that I don't want. And so I can avoid ever, like, dealing with all that pain again. So yeah, I see it as a positive, because you're finalizing cards. The cards that we ended on are the 6 of Wands and the Star. And those are fabulous, like, success cards. So wish fulfillment, success. Like I said, also, if you're just like trying to find victory with online dating and stuff like that, you also, you know, things like that will be working out because you're not inviting douchebags into your life anymore. You know, so you're like online and you're like, why hasn't this been working out? And it's like, oh, because I've been accepting bullshit for way too long. And now you're really clear and focused on not letting that happen anymore. Fuck the bullshit. That's what I wish I could name this video, Fuck the Bullshit. But I don't, I don't know if it would ever like get watched by anybody because it's a little aggressive, but you get it. You get what I'm saying. I know you do, Aries. So yeah, I feel you. I got you. And I think it's really good stuff. I do. I think it's ending well. In either direction, however you want to take this. Just know that you're getting right with yourself. You're figuring out what it is that you want, what it is that you deserve, and you're not gonna take any other shit. Fuck yeah! Congratulations, Aries. I love it. So that's basically it. That's what I have to say for you. So thank you so much for sticking around. If you're still with me, obviously it resonated with you. So please like, subscribe, share, comment if you were super into it, because I love feedback. It really helps me know that I'm on the right path and that, I'm doing okay. And then I do private readings. Also, my Etsy store is in the description box below, as is my schedule. I do weekly readings now, like I said earlier in the video. So next week is going to be money and career. And so yeah, you can subscribe so that you can get all my cool stuff. If this didn't work for you, check your moon rising. Why would you be here if it didn't work for you? Whatever, I should be saying that at the beginning. Sorry! Check your moon rising and Venus signs if this doesn't work for you, but maybe you know an Aries that it does work for, send them my way. But yeah, that's that. Thanks, Aries. See you next week. Bye!